Okay, so this morning I am reading from this month's magazine of Tomorrow's World. Tomorrow's World. This is tomorrowsworld.org. But yeah, I've subscribed to get their magazine every month, and some little pamphlets, like you can go on their website, tomorrowsworld.org, and they have like a page of different topic pamphlets that you can get. And I've read through some of them, and growing up and basically living my life in the evangelical, traditional, core church belief system, holding the Bible as the law, holding the Bible as the ultimate truth. I have questioned my faith over the years. I've looked up different ways of thinking. I've looked up, researched, read about different types of belief systems. And in the Christian faith, reading the things from Tomorrow's World, they're very thorough and they're very accurate to what I gather and to what I can expect from an organization that is a Bible-based, Christ-based organization. So the topic here in this article is God actually real to you? I want to go over some of that now. Right here, the title part of it says, how strong was their faith? The first couple sentences really do ring true. We tend to think of the early church as full of great faith, unlike today, and that is no doubt true, though maybe not to the degree we imagine. We think of the people in the Bible as holier than us, or like they have more of a connection to God than us, which, I mean, yeah, they lived during the time of Jesus coming to earth and actually seeing things like Moses' staff turning into a snake when the burning bush, and when the Israelites were in the desert, the pillar of fire during the night and the pillar of the cloud during the day. So they were actually part of a time in history where I feel like God showed himself more than he does now. But at the same time, it's not that they had more faith than we do. They were humans too. And they also had skepticism and thinking, oh, is this God right, like the real God, or, you know, stuff like that. So remember how often Jesus groaned over the lack of faith of those around him. How many times did he say to his disciples, oh, you of little faith? That's so true, because he did. If you're part of a group of people who are following around this guy who says he's the Son of God, and according to prophecy, he was fulfilling a lot of things that were prophesied, then yes, that would be the truth, and they believed it. But even the disciples, even the guys who hung out with Jesus, had doubts. Had times where it was like, no, he's just one of the dudes, you know? It's not like you constantly think of, like, for instance, here's an example. My husband does film work for Gary Gray. Gary Gray, physical therapy. And if you're somewhere else, like in a different state or in a different side of the world or whatever, and you're watching Gary Gray's physical therapy videos online and stuff, it's like, you know, you're learning from the guy. But when you actually like get to go to like gift gathering or something like that and you meet Gary Gray, it's like, whoa, this is the dude. Whereas Brian, I mean, he's around him all the time, so it's not like this big mind blow thing, because like you're always with the person. But someone else looking in from the outside is like, you work with Gary Gray. Or like my friend Zanya, we were just at their lake house last night for 4th of July. And it's like, to me, she's just Zanya. But anyone in like health circles and stuff, it's like, whoa, you know Zanya from Zanya Health International? It's like, yeah, I know Zanya. She goes to my church. I mean, we hang out, we go on our boat, whatever. She's just a person. Now, I'm not like putting Zanya and Gary and Jesus on the same pedestal, on the same level, but it's kind of, like, Jesus groaned over the lack of faith of those around him. How many times did he have to say to his disciples, the people that hung out with him, the people that learned from him and followed him, you guys don't have faith because he's just one of the dudes. Let's see. Yes. There was a group of people that were praying for Peter because Peter was in prison and God sent an angel to rescue him. They were, without doubt, praying for him to be rescued from death. When he arrived, after the miraculous escape, an angel letting him out of prison, they couldn't seem to accept that the miracle was there at the front gate. It's like, you're praying for these things, but when it's like, hello, I took care of it. It's right here. Acts 12, 11 through 16. Let me read it. And when Peter had come to himself, he said, "Now I know for certain that the Lord has sent his angel and has delivered me from the hand of Herod and from all the expectations of the Jewish people." So when he had considered this, he came to the house of Mary, where many were gathered together praying. And Peter knocked on the door of the gate. A girl named Rhoda came to answer. When she recognized Peter's voice, because of her gladness, she did not open the gate, but ran in and announced that Peter stood at the gate. They said to her, "You're beside yourself." Yet she kept insisting that it was so. So they said, "It is an angel." Now Peter continued knocking. If you can hear the dude, it's like, if you can literally hear his voice. Whoa, nice car. Squirrel. When they opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. She just said he was at the gate. She heard him. It was like, she knew it was him by hearing his voice, and they dismissed her until they actually saw him, and they were like, "Dude, it is you." It's like, so you didn't believe that it was before? Why didn't you believe that it was? You're praying for there to be a miracle. You're praying for him to be let out of prison, and get out of jail pass or whatever, do you not believe that your prayers are valid? Do you not believe that, do you not have enough faith that says, hey, when I pray, this can happen? Why is this important? Hebrews 11 is known as the faith chapter. I'm going to go over that actually in another video. Without faith, it's impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Like the Peter situation, if you're going to pray, if you're going to bring stuff to God, if you're going to practice your faith, unless you're actually believing that it's going to happen, it's like, where does your faith have like a ceiling where you have enough faith to pray, but you don't have enough faith to believe that prayers can actually come to fruition, that prayers can be a call to action, that if God is real to us, if we truly believe there is a reward for obeying him, we will strive to keep his commandments. We will forsake the holidays of this world, blah, 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 blah. Matthew 10, 37 through 39. He who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. If God is real to us, we will put him first above all else. Those words came straight from Jesus himself. So I ask again, is he real to you? Is God real to you? Because if you think you have faith, do you take this seriously? Do you take your beliefs seriously? Are you praying just to pray and not believe that things can happen? Are you praying because you feel like you have to, or you feel like, oh, if there is a God, I think there's a God, so I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna... What are your prayers? Are you actually thinking that your prayers are calling God and saying, I want this to be part of my life. I want you to actually... I do trust you. I do listen to you. If God is real to you, you're going to believe in the power of prayer. If God is real to you, you're going to live like it matters. You're going to live like what he says and what he does in his word is truth. And you're going to live in a way that shows that truth through your actions, through your words, through how you treat other people, it's how you treat yourself. Do you really actually truly trust in God and believe in God? Big question. Talk to you later.